The rat that made one bargain too many. One day, a kind and friendly rat was walking down a road when he saw a stick. "What a nice walking stick," he thought, as he picked it up and continued down the road. He passed a man and 3 little girls who were crying. "What is the matter?" he asked. "My wood is wet," said the man, "and I can't start a fire to cook food for my family." "Take my stick," said the rat. "It's nice and dry." "Thank you," said the man. "Please take a piece of dough in return for your kindness." "How clever I am," thought Rat to himself. "I traded an old dry stick for a piece of dough that will feed me for a week." Humming merrily, he continued on his way when he heard sobbing. "Oh no," he thought. "It sounds like someone else is in trouble." Sure enough, when he looked through the door of a potter's shop, he saw 2 boys sobbing. "What is the matter?" he asked. "Our parents went to the market to buy food, but they are late," said the boys. "We are so hungry our stomachs ache." "Take this piece of dough and bake it," said Rat. "Thank you, kind Rat," said the boys. "Please take this pot in return." Rat walked on, carrying the heavy pot, but his step was light. "I am not only kind," he thought, "but also very clever. This pot may be heavy, but it is worth much more than a piece of dough. I certainly made a good bargain." As he walked along, he saw a farmer milking a buffalo into an old, dirty shoe. "Why don't you take my pot?" said Rat. "Thank you," said the farmer. "Share my milk in return for your kindness. I deserve a much better bargain than that. I want your buffalo in exchange for the pot. And what will a little rat like you do with a huge beast like this? I can handle it." Rat walked along the road next to his buffalo. Suddenly, Rat felt himself flying through the air as the buffalo pulled him along. "Maybe this buffalo is a little big for a rat to handle, but I did make a great bargain." Oh! Finally, the buffalo stopped by a stream, and the exhausted rat lay down to rest. No sooner did he close his eyes when he heard the sound of 4 men grumbling. "We have been carrying this bride to meet her groom since early morning, and all we get for dinner is this cup of rice." Suddenly, Rat had an idea. "Please, take my buffalo and cook it for your dinner." "Thank you," said the bride bearers, as they cooked the buffalo and had themselves a fine dinner. "Have some meat in exchange for your kindness," they said. "That's no bargain," said the rat, looking at the bride. "I shall take nothing less than the bride herself." "Well," said Rat to the bride, "this is the best bargain of all. Now you are mine. Let us go home," said the rat. "I'm clever, very clever, a clever rat indeed. I'll match my wits with anyone to get the things I need." "Please sit and rest under the plum tree," said the rat. "Tomorrow you can take the plums from the plum tree and sell them to buy what you need." The bride looked at him and said, "You think that you are clever, a clever rat indeed, but all your clever bargaining is really only greed." The next day the bride put on her best sari and went to the market to sell her plums. As she passed the palace, she saw her mother running towards her. They hugged and kissed, and the bride told her mother all that had happened. Just then the rat appeared. "I demand my wife," he yelled. "I traded my buffalo for her, and she belongs to me." The clever queen turned to him and said, "Welcome, my dear son-in-law. Please come into the palace. I have prepared a room for you." The rat could hardly believe his ears. "Not only did I exchange my buffalo for a bride," he thought, "but I'm now a prince with my own room in the palace." The queen opened a little white door. "Here is your warm and cozy room," she said. With a chuckle and a leap, Rat hopped through the door. The queen banged the door shut and lit the stove. "It's awfully dark and stuffy in here, and it's not warm, it's hot!" "Oh no, I've been tricked," said Rat. "Please, please let me go. I promise I'll never make another bargain again." On hearing these words, the queen opened the door and out jumped Rat. He ran back to his little hole in the woods, singing, "I thought that I was clever, just as clever as can be. But one too many bargains nearly got the best of me." A stick for some dough is a very nice trade. I can hardly believe what a bargain I made. Some dough for a pot is an even better trade. I did it again. What a bargain I made. No one is as clever as me. You can travel the world and see what you see, but you'll never find a rat as clever as me. I'm clever, very clever, a clever rat indeed. I'll match my wits with anyone to get the things I need. You think that you are clever, a clever rat indeed. But all your clever bargaining is really only greed.